I'm Alyssa. This is my husband Dakota. We are the Raduenz family. We have 4 kids now. We've got Kaylee, who is a month old, and Titus, who is 18 months old, and Levi, who's 4, and Harley, who is 8.
It's a lot. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I stay home and homeschool my kids and someone else's kids.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what I do.
And you're a military veteran, is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
I was a combat medic in the Army.
You were a combat medic? Really? That's so awesome.
I'm a firefighter paramedic. I work up north.
Say it. Just go ahead and say it.
Winchester.
Yeah, but you don't endorse their band, right?
I'm not getting...
It's very intense, yeah. Okay.
There are way too many people from too many areas at our church for me to... I can't get into the sports and bands.
It's very diplomatic of you. It's very diplomatic. You're not going to start fires, you fight them. Hey! Okay.
Yeah, I work for Winchester. I volunteer for Boston, and I also work for Eaton over in Ohio.
Wow.
As a firefighter paramedic.
So Dakota and I are actually in the process of becoming foster parents in Indiana, and we were going to foster pregnant teenage girls and teenage girls that have children, because they kind of need mentors and that. And God had a different plan, because we were like, we don't want any more babies. Kaylee's birth mom is Dakota's cousin's girlfriend. And she went to Dakota's mom and said, hey, I have a baby, I can't take care of her, and she struggles with heroin addiction, and so she asked us, and we talked and prayed, and we were like, yeah, we're okay with that, but we need her to get a hold of us and talk to us. And several months went by, and she still hasn't contacted us. And one day she did contact me, and I was like, that's great. We would like to meet.
It was Monday.
We would like to meet, and I was like, by the way, when are you due? Oh, I'm due in 4 days. If we wouldn't have taken her, she would have immediately gone into the foster system. And we have plenty of love and room and everything that a baby needs, and we didn't want to see another child go into the foster system if we could help it.
But our goal was not to just give a child a temporary home. We've always wanted to do something a little more permanent.
Yeah.
So for me, saying no was never really a thought that crossed my mind. And I was bound and determined we were not having another baby. But once, it was just one of those, it was like, this has to be God. There's no other. So saying no never crossed my mind, even though I was...
Yeah, saying no didn't even feel like a good option. So it didn't take us long to make the decision. So,
and for me, my dad was adopted, my aunt was adopted, so that was really important to my family.
Wow.
That has been, that has just changed the entire way that my life went, my dad's life went, because grandpa chose to adopt him. So that's something that's always been really, I've felt really strongly about.
Yeah.
And Alyssa just loves kids.
I had a friend ask me after we brought her home, was, do you love her like you love your kids? And I told her, God wired me, I love all kids the same, whether they be your kids or my kids or someone else's kids. And I've just, even when I was younger, I always wanted to adopt and foster. I just always felt called to do so. First month she was in the NICU going through withdrawals. She was on a high dose of morphine to wean her off of the drugs. And she still has some like shaking and excessive sneezing and things like that, but she's doing much better now.
How do you guys feel about having Kaylee here? Is it pretty awesome? What do you think, Carly?
I'm pretty happy because I'm not the only little crying.
Yeah, you needed some more girl power in this house. Yeah, I like it. I like it. How's it been having little Kaylee here? Is that cool? Yeah?
Why is it cool?
Because she's cute.
Because she's cute.
Because she's cute?